Hello everyone, it's Greg from Bug Out Gear Layouts and Tactics Facebook page and urbansafetysurvival.net. Back with another video for you. Hey there, adventurers. We're used to seeing nature as the wild place to test ourselves, but the concrete jungle throws its own curveballs, power outages, storms, you name it. We're not talking about roughing it in the woods here, but being smart about staying safe right where you live. Think of your city apartment as your base camp. Just like I packed my essentials for the wilderness, you need a plan for the unexpected right here in the city. We're not talking about living in fear, but about being resourceful, prepared, and confident that you can handle whatever comes your way. The urban environment presents unique challenges, but also unique opportunities. Let's face it, being prepared isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Let's get you set up for whatever the city throws your way. Right, every good adventurer knows you're only as good as the gear you carry. In the city, it's not about machetes and compasses, but having the essentials to weather any storm. Think practical, think reliable. First up, water. You can last days without food, but water is your lifeline. Aim for 1 gallon per person per day. That's your baseline. Next, non-perishable food. Think canned goods, energy bars, the stuff that lasts. And don't forget a can opener. Sounds obvious, but trust me, it's essential. A first aid kit is non-negotiable. Cuts, scrapes, who knows what you'll encounter. Get a comprehensive one and learn how to use it. Knowledge is your greatest tool in any situation. A flashlight and a whistle. Your lifeline to signaling for help if you need it. And in a power outage, a good flashlight is worth its weight in gold. Finally, a multi-tool. It's like having a whole toolbox in your pocket. Screwdriver, pliers, you name it. You'll be ready for anything. All right, you've got your gear. Now let's talk about stashing it like a true urban survivor. Space is at a premium in the city, so we've got to get creative. Under the bed is prime real estate. Use those storage bins, label everything clearly, out of sight but never out of mind. Think vertical, shelving units are your best friend. They maximize space and keep things organized. Remember, chaos breeds disaster, order breeds confidence. Get resourceful. That old suitcase, instant storage container. The space behind your clothes in the closet. Prime real estate for those emergency supplies. Don't forget about multi-purpose furniture. A storage ottoman can double as seating and a place to stash your supplies. Be ingenious, that's what sets us apart. And remember, rotate your supplies. Don't let things expire. Use what you have and replace it. Staying ahead of the game is key. Now let's talk about gear. There's a lot of fancy, expensive survival equipment out there, but you don't need to break the bank to be prepared. Ditch the expensive survival brands. Often regular household items work just as well. A sturdy garbage bag, makeshift poncho, duct tape fixes almost anything. Check out second-hand stores. You can find durable backpacks, camping gear, and even tools at a fraction of the cost. Resourcefulness is about using what's available, not always buying new. Learn to improvise. An empty coffee can become a cooking pot. Old newspapers, fire starter, and insulation. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Prioritize. Invest in a good quality water filter and first aid kit. These are non-negotiables. Then build out your kit gradually as your budget allows. Remember, it's not about having the most expensive gear, it's about knowing how to use what you have. That's what true preparedness is all about. Okay, we've got our supplies. Now let's talk about fortifying your city dwelling. Privacy and security are paramount, even in the concrete jungle. Windows are often a weak point. A simple fix is installing curtains or blinds that block visibility from the outside. Out of sight, out of mind. Next, reinforce your doors. A simple door chain adds an extra layer of security. Even a wedge placed behind the door can buy you precious time. Consider a DIY security system. A strategically placed webcam can act as a deterrent and provide valuable information in case of a break-in. Don't underestimate the power of good lighting. Motion sensor lights outside your door can deter unwanted visitors. Remember, light is a deterrent, darkness can conceal, and the most important tip, be aware of your surroundings. Know your neighbors, report suspicious activity. A watchful community is a safe community. Let's face it, in a crisis situation, your apartment door and windows are your first line of defense. We need to make them as tough as possible. For doors, forget fancy locks. Focus on the hinges and the frame. Long screws driven into the door frame provide serious reinforcement. Windows are vulnerable, but there are easy fixes. Security film applied to the glass makes it much harder to break. It's like an invisible shield. If a storm's brewing, board up those windows. Plywood cut to size and pre-drilled is your best bet. Have it ready to go. It's better to be over-prepared than caught off guard. Don't forget about sliding glass doors. A simple dowel or a piece of wood cut to size can prevent them from being forced open. It's about thinking ahead and being resourceful. Remember, every little bit helps. We're not building a bunker here, but we're making it clear that your home is not an easy target. Even within your urban fortress, it's crucial to designate a safe zone. This is your haven, your place of retreat if things get hairy. Ideally, choose an interior room with no windows or minimal windows. This minimizes exposure to external threats. Make sure your safe zone is stocked with essentials. Water, food, first aid kit, flashlight, everything you need to weather the storm. Communication is key. Keep a battery-powered radio or a hand-crank weather radio in your safe zone to stay informed. Consider comfort items as well. A book, a deck of cards, something to help you stay calm and collected in a stressful situation. Remember, your safe zone is your sanctuary. It's a place of peace and security in the midst of chaos. Look, being prepared isn't just about survival, it's about maintaining a sense of normalcy even when things get tough. Let's talk about light. Forget candles, they're a fire hazard. LED lanterns are safe, energy efficient, and provide long-lasting light. Sanitation is crucial. A DIY hand washing station using a water jug and a spigot is a game changer. Hygiene is key to staying healthy in a crisis. Don't underestimate the power of a good meal. A simple camping stove allows you to cook hot food even if the power's out. It's a morale booster. Entertainment is vital. A deck of cards, a book, a board game. These things can keep spirits up during a long power outage or lockdown. Remember, comfort isn't a luxury. It's essential to maintaining morale and mental well-being in a crisis. All right, let's get creative. That furniture you have lying around, it can be repurposed for survival situations. Think like a resourceful survivor. A sturdy bookshelf can be braced against a wall to create an emergency shelter. Books become building blocks, providing extra support. Got a heavy dining table? Flip it over, drape it with blankets, and you've got yourself a makeshift shelter that can provide protection from the elements. Even a simple dresser can be reinforced and used as a barricade for your doorway. It's about using what you have to your advantage. Empty suitcases? They're not just for storage. They can also be used to transport supplies or even as flotation devices in a flood. Remember, your imagination is the limit. Look at your surroundings with a fresh perspective and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Now, the heart of urban preparedness is self-reliance. It's about having the skills and the mindset to adapt and overcome any challenge. Learn basic first aid. Knowing how to treat minor injuries can make a world of difference in a crisis. It's about empowering yourself. Familiarize yourself with your building's emergency procedures. Know where the fire exits are, where the water shut-off valve is. Knowledge is power. Connect with your community. Get to know your neighbors. Share skills and resources. In a crisis, a strong community is invaluable. But learn to improvise. Remember, duct tape and a bit of ingenuity can fix almost anything. It's about thinking outside the box and finding solutions. Most importantly, cultivate a resilient mindset. Challenges will arise, but it's your attitude and your ability to adapt that will see you through. So we've covered a lot of ground today. Remember, being prepared isn't about living in fear, it's about taking control of your safety and well-being. Have a plan. Know what you'll do in case of a power outage, a natural disaster, or any other urban emergency. Gather your essentials: water, food, first aid, communication. These are the cornerstones of urban preparedness. Secure your environment, reinforce your home, create a safe zone, and be aware of your surroundings. Embrace self-reliance. Learn essential skills, connect with your community, and cultivate a resilient mindset. Remember, the concrete jungle may be tough, but you're tougher. Stay prepared, stay sharp, and you'll conquer any challenge that comes your way. So there you have it, your crash course in urban preparedness. Now it's time to take action. Don't wait for an emergency to happen. Start implementing these tips today. Remember, even small steps can make a big difference. Start by building your emergency kit, then move on to reinforcing your home. Every bit of effort brings you one step closer to being truly prepared. What are your best urban survival hacks? Share your ideas in the comments below. Let's create a community of resourceful, prepared city dwellers ready for anything. Like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and share with your friends and family.